guys, so me and Jake are out to eat. Jake's right there. But I decided for this video I'm going to do a Q&A. So I asked you guys questions, or I asked you guys to ask me some questions on my Instagram. Questions just so you can get to know.
Outfit of the day, go.
My shirt I just got in my last video. It's from Brandy Melville. My pants are Lululemon and my shoes are Roche's that Jake got me. So if you want to follow my Instagram, it'll be right there. The first question that I got was, what's your favorite thing about Cherry Bomber? And nobody knows this except for like
My friends.
everybody that works with Jake, but Cherry Bomber is Jake. So what's my favorite thing about Jake? And my favorite thing about Jake, it would probably be that he doesn't care about what people think about him, but in a good way. No, he's just a really sweet guy, and I honestly have never met anybody that's more down to earth than him.
Thanks. you should I could roll over the top and be like, thanks.
You're welcome. Another question that someone asked me was, have you ever met anyone or someone famous? And okay, so like there's a bunch of different ways you can go about this. I've met people like in concert, and I mean not like in concert, but like I've seen people in concert. I've like seen people in person, but I've never like been to a meet and greet where like I've talked to them and stuff. Like maybe like question is, what's a movie you could watch over and over again without getting tired of? For me, it would be Home. It's like a Disney movie. I don't know. I mean, I think a lot of people know what it is. But oh my gosh, that is the cutest movie. And I know it's not like a classic movie, but I just think it's really cute. The next question is, how does it feel not being in public school? And this is, okay, so for those of you who don't know, I am cyber schooled. I used to go to public school, but I don't anymore. I started cyber whenever I was a sophomore, and I've been doing it ever since. I would not regret doing cyber. It has been my favorite thing. I actually did cyber because somebody I knew was doing it, and we ended up like doing it together, and then they ended up going back to school, and I ended up just kept doing cyber because I loved it so much. So honestly, I would never go back to public school, and I wish I could have done cyber earlier because I hate school.
What's your opinion on school? Jake is also cyber schooled. He just started like the end of this year.
Okay, so this is from a girl named Natalie. She said, I know this isn't a question, but you're literally so gorgeous and your hair is so pretty and I really look up to you even though we don't know each other. Thank you, Natalie. You're so sweet. Next question is, what's your favorite luxury brand? I don't know. I mean, I'd have to say for like a while it's been like Gucci because that's just like one of those brands. But yeah, like Gucci, but I would have to say Louis Vuitton because their stuff is like pretty, or like YSL because they have pretty things and they're not just like, they don't just like have their logo. I mean, obviously their logos are on things, or like Chanel, you know what I mean? Because they're like, they're still pretty, but they're not like Gucci. I feel like just because it says Gucci, it's a brand, which I mean, I still love it, but it's not because of the like logo. Like it's still pretty without the logo. Okay, the next one is, can you do backflip? And I used to be able to, but now I can't. What's the most awkward situation you've been in? Okay, like I've been in a lot of awkward situations, but like I feel like one is whenever I meet people or like they come up to me and like say, and I know like obviously not a lot of people do that, but like whatever it does and like I don't know who they are, I just feel so weird because I'm like, I wish I knew you. I want to know you, but like I don't. So like I wish whenever people did come up to me, they would like say who they are and like what their Instagram was, and like so I can like follow them and stuff, and like so I can be more personal with them, because I just feel bad because it's like, well, you know me, but I don't know you. And like I want to know you. Next question is, when did you start wearing makeup and when did you, okay, I'll do this in two parts. When did you start wearing makeup? I started wearing makeup, okay, so I started wearing makeup whenever I was like really young because like it was a thing to do. I was probably in like 5th grade, 4th grade, which I mean now people do that, but whenever I was in 4th, 5th grade, people didn't wear very much makeup. If it was like concealer for the pimples you didn't have. Or it was like mascara for like whatever reason, but like eyebrows were non-existent, like nobody contoured their face or highlighted it, but I wore like a little bit. But then in like 6th, 7th grade I wore a lot of makeup and it was way too much makeup, So I wish that I would have waited, although that I have had acne for like a long time. So like whenever I started getting it, I would have, like I would still consider like wearing it. But if I would have known that like my face looked fine without makeup, I would have not worn it at that time.
Hey.
So we just got our food. We didn't actually just get our food. I just did a live on Instagram. So if any of you guys are watching this, thanks for joining. But anyways, I'm gonna do some more questions, but I did that live and now my phone only has 6%. So I don't know how long this is gonna last, but you guys asked a lot more questions. So we might have to continue this in the car whenever we have a charger if my phone dies. So if that happens, my favorite and least thing about myself. My favorite thing is maybe my height. If you don't know, I'm like 4'10" and a half, and like even though it sucks sometimes because I can't do things, and people think like they're making fun of me whenever they tell me how short I am, but like really I don't care because like it doesn't bother me. I mean like yeah, it kind of sucks in some like life situations, but in the long run like it doesn't really matter. And
Shorter people live longer. That's a proven fact.
what?
I'm telling you.
Okay. My least favorite thing. What's my least favorite thing?
Your gap.
My least favorite thing, which isn't that big of a deal, but I feel like what kind of bothers me is I didn't used to have this, but I kind of have a little bit of a gap between my teeth, and like I've never had braces, so like I mean it's not like that big of a deal, but it kind of bothers me because like whenever I smile, like I mean you can't even tell like this now, but like sometimes like you can see it in pictures and it drives me nuts. Oh, I don't know, but that's the only that's like the only major thing. Okay. The next question is, oh god, what do you use to edit your photos? And I just use VSCO. I used to use like a bunch of different like filter apps, but I found like VSCO is the best. And like I've bought filters off of there and stuff, just because I think they're like the best ones. Like you can make them more natural and like use them accordingly. But like for most of them, I mean not most of them, but like a lot of them my mom's done. So like, okay, another question is how did you get so many followers? And honestly, I mean, like I always have had like a lot of people on Snapchat, by like a lot, like a couple thousand. Oh my god, there's a cat over there. Well, anyways, just like consistency and just having like quality content. And though, like I just feel like some people that like get wrapped up in like having followers, like then ignore the people, but like I don't. I feel like I try to comment back to everybody that I can. Like, I mean, obviously I can't sit there and reply to everybody, and I try to answer most of the DMs that I get and like Snapchats, even though I don't really use Snapchat anymore. Question is, what type of music do you listen to? What do I listen to?
Sad boy music.
Sad boy music? I don't know. I actually don't know how to explain that. Like, I don't like people like go, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like the mainstream.
I like
Juice WRLD. I like Future. I like Kendrick, kind of, just because he listens to it. I like, I don't know. I like those kind of artists. I like Lil Uzi Vert, Kevin Gates. Like he goes too hard, and I don't like that. The next one is, what's your favorite store to shop at? And mine would probably be like Nordstrom's or like PacSun, just because they have like a variety of things. Because I can't pick. Like I can't just like devote myself to like American Eagle. Like it has to be like a lot. And like at least Nordstrom, they have like a bunch of brands, and like PacSun, they have a lot of like brands. How long do you plan to do YouTube? I plan to, I mean, I want to keep doing it. Yeah, it's like a lot of work, but I mean, I plan on doing it. YouTube ideas. I mean, like so far, like we have some, but if there's anything in specific that you want us to do that you'd like to watch, like let us know, because I want to know what you're interested in as well.
Let us know.
Keeping that. What's your favorite restaurant and why? And okay, if we're talking like fast food restaurant, it's definitely Five Guys, because I mean, I don't know, Jake got me hooked on Five Guys a couple months ago. What?
The nice employees.
Yeah, because there was like really nice people that work there, and like they hooked us up with a lot of fries. So anyways,
for free.
For like a restaurant, what's my favorite restaurant?
Favorite restaurant?
Probably like Ichiban. Like hibachi stuff, because It's yummy. The position that I play in lacrosse is I play mostly attack because
You're short.
that's what I'm better at. But like I kind of like sub in for mid. My biggest like fear is like not doing enough. Like not doing enough to like help somebody, or like not doing enough for like my parents whenever they get older, or like not doing enough for like my kids eventually, or you know what I mean, like that kind of thing. Like I want to be enough. Like I'm not saying I ever feel like I'm not enough, but I just want to like make sure that I'm doing what I can for other people. Like even like the YouTube thing, like I want to make sure that I'm doing stuff that like you guys enjoy, because I mean if I'm doing it for myself, then like hoop-de-doo. One is, what makeup do I use? And I'm not gonna,
all natural.
I'm not gonna, this is all natural, I'm just kidding. For my face stuff, I use like Tarte foundation, like the Amazonian clay foundation, which I don't wear all the time. Sometimes I just wear the primer and like put concealer on top. And I use like the Fit Me by Maybelline concealer. I use the Anastasia highlight. I use the Hoola bronzer. I use the Fenty Beauty lip gloss, which is no longer on my lips. I think I use the Maybelline, oh I forget what kind of mascara it is. It's like the purplish container, like pinkish container. I use the Anastasia pomade brow. I think that's all I use. Oh, for powder I use the Fit Me Maybelline powder. And I think that's all. The next one is, what made you, or what inspired you to do YouTube? And honestly, it's just been like from doing Instagram and stuff. I mean, like my mom's a photographer, so I've always been in front of a camera. So like YouTube's in front of a camera. Okay, so the next question is, how did you first feel when you became internet famous, and how did you get this far? Love you so much, Em. This is from Kelly. I love you too. And thing until like you're bigger, like I said earlier. But I mean, I don't know, it's kind of weird because like I said, like there have been people that have come up to me, and it's just like, you wouldn't think that kind of stuff would happen because you don't think of yourself as like a famous person. You just think of yourself as like a normal person. So like whenever people come up to you or say that, it's just kind of like, wait, I'm like the same person as you. So I don't know, it's just kind of like, it's a little bit different. But from your childhood has formed you into the person you are today. And honestly, like my parents, like how wise they were, and like what they taught me, like how I grew up, like they taught me like a lot of life skills that like I feel like not everybody teaches their kids, and I'm not saying like that they don't. Yeah, I really just think they've done a lot of things to benefit me, even though at the time like I hate, and I know that like it has sucked because like my life was a little bit more strict growing up. Like I didn't have like all the freedom, but I feel like because I didn't, it's made me a better person in the long run. Yeah, and I'm like more structured, know what I want, and I feel like I have higher standards. Not than like, I'm not saying like I don't think that other people have higher standards. I just think like I have like bigger goals for myself than like I would have if they didn't like if they didn't push me and have higher standards for myself. My favorite beach would either have to be Myrtle Beach, just because we go there a lot, and like I go there with Jake, and like it's just like, I don't know, I just like it. But another beach would probably be Cocoa Beach, just because it's Florida and I like Florida. Lucy just said, how long have you and Jake been dating, and you're so pretty? Thank you, and so are you. Me and Jake have been dating for almost a year. It's actually almost 11 months.
11 months soon.
Yeah, we've been dating for a while. Yeah, so our year's coming up. We'll be, once we come back from the beach, it'll be almost a year.
Hey.